Hey everyone, I'm so glad you're here watching this video with us. If you're watching it, that means that you know we're doing our own Hope City Hot Ones edition, and it's going to be super fun. So tonight I get to interview, not eat, but interview Andy and Jake. We get to learn a little bit more about their lives and watch them attempt to eat some spicy hot wings. The expert in the room about the spiciness of these sauces is actually going to be Andy, so I'm very excited to learn the things that they're suffering through with you guys. So we're going to start with asking Andy a question first. So Andy, it's no mystery to anyone that you have quite a few tattoos on your body. Most of them seem to be attributed to Disney in some way, shape, or form. I would like to know the story behind your first tattoo and what that tattoo is.
Okay, sure. So first, the first thing we're gonna eat is from habanero salsa. It's reversed most likely, so you can't see that. Not terribly spicy, but should be good. There you go. So my first tattoo is actually hidden in there. It's this sort of more faded tree. And it was actually a graduation gift for a youth kid at my old church when I was a youth leader there. And she was kind of hesitant on whether or not she wanted to graduate from high school. So I told her that I would get one of her pieces of art tattooed on me because that's considered publication and it would be a start to her portfolio.
Wow, that's super cool. Okay, would you say that's your favorite tattoo, or do you have a favorite tattoo? Or is it like a question you can't ask someone with tattoos?
It's not my favorite. My favorite definitely changes a lot. Currently, man, I think maybe that guy right there. He doesn't get a lot of screen time. Usually that one's my favorite, but I also have the map of Neverland on my back, which is really cool. It's Jamie's favorite Disney movie, so it's kind of like her tattoo.
Dude, that's super cool. Okay, Jake, your turn. You're going to eat some spicy salsa on a wing. And the question I have for you, some people watching this might not know that you do, in fact, have tattoos. And one of your tattoos is attributed to a female in your life who is not your wife. Would you like to tell us the story behind that?
Yeah. Here's the wing. So bottoms up. Okay, not so bad so far. So I have actually two tattoos, and they're both. So Chrissy, maybe you don't even know my other tattoo, but
okay.
I have two tattoos, and they're for two different women besides my wife. So I'll explain. One is a tattoo on my chest, and it's a memorial tattoo for one of my grandmas, who she was a pretty instrumental part of just when she passed away, and it was a big turning point in my life. And so I got a memorial tattoo for her that's it's a rose with her favorite color, which was lavender. So she would she was a nurse and she'd rock lavender scrubs like nobody's business. So I always remember. So that's one for a lady. And then the other one is on my thigh. And that is a tattoo. My mom, I think I was 5, she got diagnosed with a brain tumor, a really serious brain tumor that they had to take out like right away. They didn't think she was probably going to live, but thankfully she did. And then on her 20th, I think it was the 20th anniversary of her surgery, me and my whole family got just different the ribbons. Like there's the the breast cancer awareness one is pink. For brain cancer, it's gray. So we got a little gray ribbon of some sort to honor my mom. So those are my tattoos.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. In case anyone was wondering, I do not have tattoos. Sorry. This is probably why I'm the one asking the questions, not answering them. So our next question is going to be for Andy. And I did some searching on your guys' Instagrams. And Andy, I scrolled to like the first photo that you posted. And I noticed on this picture that you happen to have hair similar to Aragorn's hair from Lord of the Rings. Very long, dark, flowing in the wind, super, super regal sort of hair. And as we know you today, it seems like your hair might not be that same hair. So I'd like to know what event in your life caused you to your hair to start looking different than then.
All right. So first, the next one we're doing it's Gringo Bandito. They're super hot sauce. It has scorpion chili peppers in it. It's got a bit of a kick, definitely more than the last thing. So just a sec here. So got that on there. Those do not mix well.
Chicken nuggets.
McDonald's was not made for hot sauce. Okay. So that picture, if I remember correctly, is like 2014.
Yeah.
So when I graduated from high school in 2007, my hair was longer than that. And I cut it short before I proposed to Jamie, just because I had it in my head that if I had long hair when I asked, she would say no and just leave me. But I would grow it out a lot and then just get bored and cut it and grow it out again. The main reason my hair is so different now is that it doesn't grow anymore. So, if we do this again next year, you might be like, so Andy, where's your hair? But that picture in particular was at another youth kid of mine. It was at his wedding, and he really wanted me to cut my hair short for the wedding because he wanted all the guys to have like the same haircut, and I was super into it. I was like, I'm not cutting it, man. So he actually had someone come in the day of and like style it and make it really, really beautiful like that.
And it was such good hair.
Yeah, I miss being able to do that for sure.
All right, Jake. So I spied on your Instagram. I don't know if any of you guys watching have ever like looked at Jake's Instagram. He has, I think, 250 something people that he's following, and then has like 140 something people following him. Yet he has no posts on his actual Instagram. So Jake, my question for you is, what do you think Instagram is?
Valid question. Okay, well, let me eat the wing first. Okay. Ratchet it up a little bit. Not too bad yet, though. Instagram is where you post pictures, and I have a profile picture, and that is it. I had an Instagram account like back when do you guys remember when did Instagram actually become a thing? Was it like 2009, 10? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
was late to the game. I don't know.
Same.
Yeah.
Not in the game yet.
I had one back then, and I think I posted a lot more back then. I don't know. I just don't really post. If you look on, I mean, Facebook, any of the like kids that might be watching, you probably don't have Facebook, but I don't really post anything on anything.
So you just have these things so you can troll people. Like that's really it?
Troll, not necessarily troll, mostly just, I guess, creep on people. Even better.
Okay, perfect. Cool. Yeah. Just sweet, awesome. All right. So this next question is for Andy again. So Andy, not very many people may know this about you, but you didn't actually grow up like a church kid. You didn't go to church when you were a kid. That wasn't part of your upbringing. So I would love to hear at what point that you decided that you needed Jesus in your life.
Sure. So first, the next thing we're doing is, it's called Fear the Reaper. It's like a rub that you would put on something.
Like a face rub?
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
You know, like a steak rub. It's pretty spicy. I put it in like steak sauce. Since I'm not really feeling it yet, I'll go ahead and do more. That should be a big mistake. And then we'll just. I'll do one more. That tasted good. So the first time I ever went to church was after me and Jamie like started dating again our sophomore year. We dated for a little while our freshman year, and so I started going to her church with her, and then I started going to youth group with her, which was at a different church. And the only reason I went was because I wanted to impress a girl. So then we had a winter retreat come up, and she said I should go with her, and it's like, oh yeah, totally. So we went, and they did an altar call one of the nights, and I remember being like, oh, if I go up, this is it. That's all the points I could ever need. I remember going up, and one of the leaders like put his hand on my shoulder, and like instantly I was like, oh, this is real. like just like this sudden realization, just like, you know, it totally, like, it originated from a very selfish place, but like that moment of being vulnerable enough to, you know, to let a leader like be there with me, and I was just like, oh, this is it. And so that's very much like when I got serious about it, you know.
Dude, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, Jake, so you've been a pastor for a pretty long time, and I'm sure that you've seen some awesome things, but maybe you've also experienced some less awesome things. I'd like to know one of like the most epic fails that you've either seen a student do or a leader do.
Ooh, well,
Maybe you are the epic fail. Who knows? Just the best epic fail you can think of.
Well, let me eat this, and maybe it'll stir something up. Maybe this is going to be the biggest epic fail, right? Doing what we're doing now. I already feel the last one. I feel it a little bit still in my mouth. So let's go for this one.
I saw you drinking that milk when Andy was talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see you, Carolina Reapers.
I'll have another one. Solidarity.
Yeah. That's got some heat to it. It just kind of stays with me a little bit. One of the biggest fails. Let's see. Okay, well, here's one. When I was in college, I went to a Bible college, and I was doing this thing during the summer. I got this job where I was going around and I was able to go to different Christian camps for the whole summer and like represent the school and be like, hey, maybe you should go to the school here. It's pretty cool. And it was really awesome. But my boss, his name was Martin, and he's a great guy. But this fail goes to him because he was telling us he had like the same job when he was in college. And this is like a 2-part fail. So he was at this one camp, and by the way, if somehow Martin is watching this, sorry, no one's gonna tell you, so you're cool. So he, first off, this is like definitely no, is at this one camp he went to, he had a girlfriend at the camp that was a student. And I think she was like, they didn't do, like, I think they kissed or something. But obviously, totally, that is so not right.
Gosh.
Fail. Like, what are you thinking, bro? Unfortunately, I've heard other terrible horror stories like that. But he was like making out with this girl that was a camper, and he was representing a college. Terrible. So that was going on at this camp. I'm not sure to what extent. But then there was this kid there was like a lake at this camp. And there was this kid who was like struggling and like flipped a kayak or something. And he ran off the dock and dove in and, was trying to do a shallow dive and whatnot and go help this kid, and ended up like just busting just right into these rocks.
Oh, God!
So he dove in, completely like almost knocked himself out, and he was just like, he came up out of the water and was just bleeding everywhere.
Oh.
Even to this day, he has these pretty, like, these gnarly scars on his face from where he, like, you could, like, I guess see his, like his skull. Like, it was that bad. So he went in to rescue this kid, had a camp girlfriend at that camp. It was this pretty bad. Thankfully he was okay, and thankfully he became a really great guy. But that's pretty low.
Man, that's poor Martin. I hope he's doing better.
He's doing great. He's a great guy.
Okay, this is our last question, right? Last wing, last nugget, last question.
Sure.
Okay, so this one comes by request from not me. So we are currently spending a ton of time binging and consuming all of the movies and shows that we can possibly get our hands on for the cheapest amount of money that we can in this season in our stay-at-home quarantine, don't leave the house life. So if you were in quarantine for the foreseeable future, aka maybe what we're experiencing right now, what would be if you could only choose either 5 series on TV or movies, what would your 5 be that's all the content that you could watch and consume indefinitely? So this question goes to Andy first. Top 5.
All right. I'll do this slowly so I can think about it. That's tough. So the last one we're doing is The Bomb, which is, I've never personally had it. I hear it's a nightmare.
You've never had it, but you own it?
Yeah, it was given to me as a gift.
Perfect.
From someone who will
tell me that.
Yeah, from someone who will probably not be my friend at the end of this, from what I hear. The bottle says only do 1 drop at a time. So that's that.
So much.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Oh, no.
Do you need some ketchup?
No, it's great. That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty bad. All right. Just 5? I feel like answering this really quickly. So let's see. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's my favorite movie. Scrubs, which is my favorite sitcom. Parks and Rec. The Office. Woo. What's a good fifth? Ooh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That would be my fifth.
Solid choices. All right, Jake, my man. Time to meet your maker.
Oh boy. Okay. Before I do this, you said we could do movie series as well. Like, it doesn't have to be one movie.
No, it would count as one. So, like, if you're trying to say the Lord of the Rings trilogy,
that's 3.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Well, let me think after I am dying here. Let's do this.
Woo.
Oh boy. It's starting to hit me. That does not taste good. Woo. I've never had that feeling in my mouth. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I am sweaty.
It keeps coming. Wow. Woo. Wow, that is not good. Oh. Woo. In the throat. Okay. I gotta just think about this. Parks and Rec for one for me as well. Woo. Okay, one movie I would say one of my favorite movies is Count of Monte Cristo.
So
Love that movie. I do not love the way my mouth feels right now. Oh man. I would say okay, I'd say Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Dabble with the Star Wars. It's Andy, does it still hurt for you right now?
Yeah, it's not great.
It hurts for me still.
It's
Okay.
not great.
Woo! Chrissy, you dodged a bullet.
Oh yeah, I'm not dumb.
Woo! Let's see. Another series. I would say How I Met Your Mother. I really like that show. I've watched that a few times, I think. I've watched a lot of episodes. I need another movie. Well, I'll go one of my all-time favorites, Forrest Gump.
Okay.
A little bit of everything. Comedy, drama. That's a tough decision though, man.
Mine are like exclusively comedies.
Yeah, if you go a TV series, you get a lot more content. So
Scrubs has a little bit of everything too, I feel like.
that's true. I love Scrubs.
Me too.
I do not love Da Bomb hot sauce.
You don't
My
want to do it?
God, it's so bad.
What
You
is
want
it?
to do another one?
Describe what it tastes like. Like you said, it tastes bad. Like what does it taste like?
It's just like heat. It's just
It just doesn't have good flavor. It just makes my eyes water, and I hope that was hope my hand was clean right there. Yeah, it just hurts.
It just hurts.
It just hurts a lot.
you mean
Okay.
you don't want to do another one?
I mean, what could be worse? What's that last one they usually do?
That one, I
Oh,
think,
that's-
right?
I don't know.
No, I think it's near. That one's always near the end, and then they rep like. I think
The
they're
last dab is theirs. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, what could be worse? They just punch you in the face at the end of it?
Yeah. They just get an actual mask.
I can't imagine like the cumulative effect of what's going on
Yeah.
still right now and whatever is next. Whew, for them.
Okay, guys, why don't you sign off by just saying one, like, what do you want to tell whoever's watching why we're here to say goodbye.
Go ahead, Jake.
Inspirational
Okay.
life lesson.
Well, I hope you're all doing well, and we really, really miss you all. Miss being able to see you all the time like we usually do. And really look forward to seeing you in the future. And I really hope you're doing well, and hope that just hope that you're having peace and God's peace in the midst of everything going on, and that you and your family stay healthy. And also, I hope that you don't ever have to experience that hot sauce that I just had. That's the last thing I'd say.
All right. Just for the sake of humor, I'll do one last one before I say one last thing.
You're a madman.
So gross. No.
Oh.
Regret that. Yeah, if I could just add to what Jake said, is if anybody needs anything, you can feel free to reach out to any of us. We're not doing anything. It's not like we have excuses not to talk to you, to hang out with you. So reach out. We'd love to talk to you, hear from you, even if it's just a message on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I'm gonna drink some milk.
So good. Okay, thanks for watching this. If you have awesome ideas of something similar to this Hot Ones experience that you would like to film and show to our group, or that you would like us to do, we would love your guys' ideas and inspiration to have fun in the midst of a really intense season in our lives. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.